There was a woman who lived in a small village, and she had the most beautiful garden anyone had ever seen. Roses that bloomed in every color, vegetables that grew twice the normal size. Neighbors would walk past just to look at it. But what nobody knew was this. Every single morning, before the sun even came up, she would leave her own garden untouched, climb over the back fence, and water her neighbor's garden instead. Her neighbor was a busy man. He worked long hours, came home tired, and never had time to tend to his own land. So this woman, quietly, without telling anyone, without asking for anything in return, took care of it for him. Every day, for years. At first it felt good. She told herself she was being kind, generous, a good neighbor. And in some way that was true. But slowly something started happening to her own garden. The roses stopped blooming as brightly. The vegetables grew smaller. Weeds crept in at the edges because she simply didn't have the time or the energy left to pull them out. She had given everything, every single morning, to a garden that was never hers to begin with. One day, an old farmer passed by. He noticed her own garden looking pale and neglected, while the neighbor's garden, the one she secretly tended, was flourishing. He asked her quite simply, why does his garden grow so well while yours is dying? And she didn't have an answer, because she had never actually asked herself that question before. That night, she sat by her fence and thought about it properly for the first time. She realized something uncomfortable. She had spent years pouring her water, her time, her energy into land that would never belong to her. And in return, her own garden, the one thing that was actually hers, had been left to wither in silence. The next morning, for the first time in years, she didn't climb over the fence. She stayed on her own side. She pulled the weeds. She watered her own soil. It felt strange at first, almost selfish. But within a few weeks, her garden started coming back to life. Here's the lesson in this. So many of us spend our best energy watering things that were never ours to water. Other people's problems, other people's opinions of us, other people's approval. We show up every single day for someone else's garden, while our own dreams, our own goals, our own peace quietly dry up in the background. Helping others isn't wrong. Kindness isn't wrong. But there is a difference between helping someone and abandoning yourself in the process. If your own garden is dying while you're busy keeping someone else's alive, it's not generosity anymore. It's neglect. Just directed at the wrong person, yourself. So take a moment and ask, what garden have you been watering that was never yours to begin with? And what is happening quietly in your own? Because at the end of the day, no one else is going to water your garden for you.